Hello and salutations, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we wrapped up some final heart pieces at the Honey and Darling shop. Everybody knows this is my favorite minigame. It's not my least favorite, though, I will say that much. Everybody knows what my least favorite is. It's coming. Don't you worry your pretty little head. It will happen at some point in time, and I will cry, and you guys will laugh, because that's how the internet works. In today's episode, we're going to be doing kind of some more side stuff, but kind of not, because it is actually required. A little bit of both, alright? First things first, though, we gotta come over here to the ranch, because I actually forgot to get something earlier. The map. So, Tingle, I'm gonna need you to give me the map. So if you would, shut up and give me the map. And as you see, I actually did, yes, okay, Tingle, yes, I'll buy your stupid map. Oh my good God. And really, the only reason I'm doing this is to make sure to get 100%, because we need this to make sure the entire map is uncovered. The end. That was a cool story. I'm glad we could share that. Yeah, okay. So I forgot to do that, and we needed to come over here anyways, because there's a certain item we need to get. Now, we can actually come and get this item pretty much any time after we get a Pona, but I decided to go ahead and do it now, because now is the time to do it. So yeah. Alright. So yes, we actually need to come over here, and if you remember, during the whole Milk Road Run thing, yeah, we get it. Country, Gorman Track, Bumpkins. We know! We know! These are my people! Alright, yes. So, when we were doing the Milk Road thing, we were actually attacked by bandits! And those bandits actually happened to have a map we need, or a mask we needed. Is that pathetic thing your horse? I would have guessed that little thing was a mule for sure. Ain't that right, little brother? You guys sound nothing like me at all. Do you think a horse that pathetic would gallop if you put... Yes, thank you for explaining the controls. Why don't you give us $10 for the chance to race against us? That makes no sense. Your business plan sucks. Alright? You need to go back to business school. Trust me on this. Yes, we actually do need to do this. Pretty obvious that these are the Milk Bandits. Which, by the way, the single worst name for a group of criminals ever. The Milk Bandits. Yes. The Gorman brothers are, in fact, the Milk Bandits. And that's not really relevant at all. But it is, because we need their mask. Okay, carrots, thank you! My carrots were out of time. And that is a sentence that I should never have to utter again, but I probably will at some point in time. So we need to beat the pants off the Gorman brothers here so we can get their mersk. And, yeah. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to be continuing on to the next area of the game, which I'm pretty excited about because it's kind of one of my favorite areas. It's weird because it's one of the areas I hated most. Oh, crap. Jump. Oh, God, no. No! No! Betrayed by the fence and the carrots. There we go. Good job, Link. You acted like you never watched NASCAR before. Don't ever watch NASCAR. It's a... sad sport. I can't believe we're lost, big bro. I wonder if we can give that to this guy. We gotta give him something. I mean, you really don't, to be honest. There's never a prize guaranteed. So, truth be told, you don't have to give us anything. But the point is, you got a Gyro's mask, the wandering ninja spirits who appear at Ikana once more this. Yeah, hint, we're going to Ikana. You can't tell nobody. Yeah, okay, shut up, you stupid Luigi-looking fools. So now that we got that mask, we can actually continue the next area of the game, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, before I get any more off track, I did start a new day cycle, and I went and got 200 rubies, because there's 200 rubies in Clocktown that are pretty easy to get. I think I've mentioned that before. I went ahead and did that before the episode started, so if you're wondering why time's different and money's different, because things change, alright, and you just gotta get used to it. It's part of growing up. So I did all that, and yeah. We're gonna be heading off to Ikana Canyon, or... Yeah. This is one of those areas of the game that I honestly did not enjoy that much growing up. Like, really, I kind of hated it, to be perfectly honest with you. But as I've grown older and played the game more and more, and we've been here before and we got the Stone Mask, but as I've grown older, like, I've really fallen in love with this particular area of the game. I don't know why exactly, but I really have. Alright, so this is where we got the Stone Mask earlier, so we've been here before. Okay, Bomb Shoes, I'm gonna need you to lay off right now, alright? I got stuff to do. before we actually head off to the canyon, there is some stuff we need to do, though. That involves heading this way. To Epic Butt Moonshot. That's the name of the area. It's, yeah. Ikana Graveyard! Spoopy! Just in time for Halloween. So yes, we are here at the graveyard, something traditional in most Zelda games, really, at this point. Yeah, so we're gonna do some stuff here. A lot of stuff, actually. We're gonna get a lot of spoils. Also, I have to mention, I have time slowed down. So look how slow Dampe is walking. You can actually see the frames in his animation. It's ridiculous. Dude, buy some sneakers. Alright. Ooh, what is that lovely, lovely little thing sitting? It is, in fact, a giant dead body. Well, okay, then. Ye who awakened me, battle me. Then shall I extinguish the furious flame. Alright. So, this is another one of those puzzles that actually took me a long time to figure out as a kid. We need to play him the Sonnet of Awakening. And yes, I know, given the text there, you think it's pretty obvious, but... Alright, Zelda has this thing, or at least most modern Zeldas, where you only use things that you got in that area to do things in that area, if that makes any sense. So, like, the Sonnet of Awakening we got in the Deku Swamp, so you would only really use it in Deku Swamp according to general Zelda rule. Now, yes, I know full well that that is not the case 100% of the time. But everyone, you pretty much have to admit that that's generally how Zelda goes. Get back here, you giant skeleton fool! Luckily, with the Gilded Sword and the bow and arrow, it makes this particular part of the game pretty easy. Because once we catch up with them, we just gotta hit them, and then the race is over. Now we just gotta kill his butt. And it's actually not that hard. Eventually, he's gonna start trying to body slam you like that, but it's not that hard to dodge, because there's a giant friggin' shadow telling you exactly where he's gonna fall. And again, with the Gilded Sword, it's pretty easy. Wait! It is my loss. Sheathe your weapon. Nah. Sure. I got no qualms with that. Oh, yeah, I can actually look at you eye level now. I commanded the Ikana army of Ikana Kingdom. That's a weird sentence for some reason. On top of the hill. I am called Skull Keeta. Cool. You're creepy, and I love you. Since being shamed by loss in a battle within my kingdom, I have waited here for one to come and awaken my soul. Yo! I call dibs. Young swordsman who has awakened and deftly defeated me. No kidding, dude. You're kind of weak, actually. I shall rely on your power to fulfill my request. I ask you to take my soul, which rests in the fiercely burning flame, and convey my words to my men, who, even in death, remain loyal to me. Fascinating. Tell them the war has ended. Okay, in all honesty, this is one of those cutscenes that really touches me. Like, I'm making fun of it here a little bit, then I shall be able to drift quietly into sleep. But this is... excuse me. This is another one of those cutscenes that people remember. Captain, sir! May I take my leave, sir? We have this very slow cinematic pan as we wait to give him permission to die, essentially. Ugh. Yeah, this is one of those cutscenes that a lot of people remember from this game. It is really touching and oddly haunting. And that's kind of the theme of this entire area, is haunting emptiness. And that will come and play a little bit more later on, too. But the whole... And he just fell apart, man. You gotta pull yourself together. Okay. Kind of the whole theme of this entire area is emptiness and basically moving on from loss, if that makes any sense. There's the whole popular theory, and I know like certain bigwigs have tried to dispute this, but I am a fan of the theory personally, that each area in this game... Also, we get Captain's Hat, where the ghost of 100 soldiers swear allegiance to the symbol of authority. Yay. But yeah, what the crap was I even talking about? I don't remember! Not at all. Oh well, must not have been that important. Alright, so now that we have the captain's hat, yay, we actually need to do some more stuff here in the graveyard, but it does need to be nighttime, so let's forward up that there time a little bit and skip to the first night. Now, the thing with the captain's hat is that it allows you to talk to the Skulltulas. You may remember the Skulltulas from the Speeder House over on the coast, Great Bay. That's good English. That we saw a bunch of them when I talked about putting in the color code to get the heart piece and all that. This is actually the hat you're supposed to have to talk to them, and they tell you the Hello! Are you attacking me? Oh crap, I don't have the hat on, that's why. Okay. I was like, why the crap are you attacking me? Huh? Oh, Captain, excuse me, sir. Yes, indeed. I could kill you, but I won't. Alright. Oh, look, they're swinging from the trees. They're all having such good fun. Yeah, excuse me, whatever. So, on each of the nights here in the 3-day cycle, there are going to be a group of skeletons, also known as, I almost said sculptulas, stall children, there we go. We haven't seen you in some time, Captain, sir. That's blah, 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 blah. Yes, we know. Oh, no, I didn't say guard. I meant open it. No, stupid skeleton, man. Open the grate. In each of the 3 nights, there are going to be a different group of stall children guarding a different grave. So what we have to do in this episode is basically go through each night and open the graves. Fascinating, I know. And you get a kind of a little sneak peek there for what we need to do the next night. But first, let's start by doing this one. Now, this first night is actually required to beat the game. The other 2 are net. The other 2 are not, however. So if you're not 100%ing like I am, also spin / for the win. If you're not 100%ing, then don't worry too much about the other 2 nights. They're not super important. Although I will say on the 3rd night, no, bat, you die. There we go. On the 3rd night, there is a empty bottle, and this is where I kind of want to touch back a little bit on Great Bay and the Pirates Wharf and all that. I asked during that episode if it was possible to have any other bottle in the game before going into the Pirate's Fortress, thus making it to where you didn't have to backtrack. Technically, we had a few people look up the answer, actually. Technically, no. There is not. At least not... Well, it gets complicated, alright? You can technically get a bottle. 2 bottles, actually. One you get for a side quest that's rather long, and I think... No, you have to have hookshot to get that one, so you can only get 1. Okay, so technically, yes, you can get 1 bottle before Pirate's Fortress, that will make it to where you don't have to backtrack. Hello, Mr. Big Man, sir. I'm going to attack you now. Oh god, that was a bad idea. Who are you? You know about the Iron Knuckle, right? Stay away from its axe attack. No freaking duh. Look at the size of its axe. It's literally the size of me. Why would I get anywhere near that? Also, this is a pretty easy strategy for beating these guys. Except when he does that. With the Gilded Sword, these guys aren't really difficult, especially if you know how to dodge like I was with the backflip and all that. It made it pretty easy. It's not that bad. But yeah, you can actually get an empty bottle, and how you get it is by going through all this with Captain Keeta and getting that and all that. But technically, with the way the game is designed, yes, I'm the one who freed your soul. Oh god! Ghost! This really is just in time for Halloween. I serve the Ikana? I mixed Ikana and Royal, because that's the way I roll. I am the composer called Flat. Cool. The songs connected to the royal family that remain here were all composed by my brother and I. Oh, Sharp, my dear... Flat and Sharp, you're hilarious. He sold his soul to the devil and was the one who locked me in here. You who do not fear the dead, learn well the song that is inscribed behind me. And if you ever meet my brother, I'd like you to inform him. The 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song are my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. I have made my request. But anyways, yes, you can technically get the captain's hat without the hookshot, but you have to kind of do a glitch jump. That's what I was trying to say, and then you can get the other bottle. But that's not the way the game is designed. The end. So, I kind of rushed that last part of the explanation there because I wanted to touch on this. These Flat and Sharp... Oh, wait. The 1,000 years of... We already went through this, man. We know. Here is written the song that shall cleanse his cursed black soul. Keep this song in your heart. Alright, yeah. Oh, yes, the Song of Storms. Probably one of the more famous songs from the Zelda series. Everybody knows it. Doo-doo! And it brings on the rain and the thunder. I said fire to the rain. Mix a musical joke in there somewhere. So, possibly my favorite side characters, and I know I talked about this a little bit beforehand, and I kind of forgot about these guys when I asked that question, but possibly my favorite side characters, Sharp and Flat. I really, 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 really like them. I like them so much, in fact, that I wrote a song about them, more or less, back when I was in music college, because that's a place that's a thing that happened. I was majoring in composition for the most part, And I actually had an old music channel, which I'll link to, where I have a lot of my original works and some cover songs. I did a lot of Zelda covers, actually. And I posted them all up on YouTube, and I think it was the last one I actually posted, if I remember right, but it's definitely my favorite piece I ever wrote, was based on Sharp and Flat from the Composer Brothers. Yes, proceed to Dawn second. It was based heavily, well, entirely, on them, and it's called the, oh god, the Composer Brothers Rhapsody, I think is what I named it. I can't remember. The reason I called it a Rhapsody is because it's pretty much formless, which for music nerds out there, you'll know what that means. But it's by far my favorite piece I ever wrote, just to be super truthful. Which is bad because I wrote a lot of pieces for my wife too, so those should probably be my favorites. But yeah, I wrote them when I was really not knowledgeable about composition. This, like, the Composer Brother Rhapsody that I wrote was the first piece, the first original piece I ever wrote that I actually was, like, super proud of. Everything else, like, I've had my moments where I was like, oh yeah, I really like this. But the Composer Brother Rhapsody, to this day, is still something I enjoy going back and listening to myself. And yes, I know that's egotistical to talk about my own music like that. But it's just something I really enjoy because it was about Majora's Mask, which makes it awesome too. But there's also a little bit of my own composition tweaking in there that made it cool. And I don't know. I'll link to it to see what you guys like. And I think I actually uploaded it on this channel at one point, if I remember right. I think I did it a long time ago. It's just kind of a, like, didn't have anything to upload that day, and I actually needed to, so I just kind of threw that up there, just as a trump card. Also, there's a lot of invisible enemies in here, so get out your frickin' magnifying glass and your frickin' bow and arrow. Let's shoot some frickin' bats and some frickin' spiders. I'm sorry. I shouldn't speak like that. It's horrible. It's horrible and deplorable and just makes me feel bad. Alright. And one last little kiss. Alright. So this is, why do I keep saying alright? Stop friggin' repeating yourself constantly. No, Mr. Batkeese. I don't love you. Nobody loves you. Alright. Stop doing that. Jeez, I keep catching myself doing it. I almost did it again. I almost just immediately did that again. If you come over here, you'll notice that there's pretty much a dead end, but you may be sharp-witted and see that there is, in fact, a wall over here. So we blow that up and get our ultimate prize, which is yet another freaking Iron Knuckle. Frack. You die, sir. You die, and you... God, no. I thought he actually hit me. These guys are pretty easy, like I said. You just jump slash backflip, jump slash backflip. It's not that hard. It's not that hard at all. Really, the transition period when they first throw the armor off is the hardest part to dodge. As long as you're able... Die. He just kind of irritated me a little bit there at the end. As long as you're able to dodge pretty easily, it's not that bad. They take off a whole lot of damage when they actually hit you, but they're very, very slow and predictable. Which is irritating because they're actually one of the more fun fights in Zelda. Which, I mean, and not to talk about sequelitis again, I know I've done it a few times now. We gotta beat a hell up in the... Yeah, that... Again, that just happened. That was the thing that just happened. Oh, crap. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, Dark Nut's fun, sequelitis, whatever. Alright, so, jeez, calm down, sir. You need to calm yourself. Camera, please. That is completely uncalled for, my friend. Well, okay then. You know what? I'm gonna cut here. Because, excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. Ribbit. I'm gonna cut here. Because the last thing we need to do in this episode is actually on the third night. And there's no point making you guys watch me shoot blindly at things where I could easily just use the freaking magnifying glass. Lynch's truth, whatever. I'll cut. I'm seeing you guys in a second. I'm sorry. I may, in fact, have had a little bit of a stroke right there, and I apologize. Night of the final day. 12 hours remain. Hello. I almost said hello and salutations. Alright, Mr. Skullchild, stop with your twitching jaw and open that there grave for me. So, one little thing to touch on about this one. Again, it's completely unnecessary. We're going to get an empty bottle for it. This is the only grave game here, which is what I'm going to call those from now on, because alliteration is awesome. Awesome alliteration is awesome. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the only little grave game here that's actually a bit of a mini game, believe it or not. We come down here on the night of the third day, and we will see our good friend, Slowpoke. Hello, sir. Are you? Who are you? I can't see because it's too bright. You're not a ghost, are you? Hey, a fairy? Oh, it was the fairy's light. In that case, it's just perfect. I came looking for the royal family's treasure, but my torch has gone out. I'm sorry, but could you walk in front of me and light the way? Please? Yeah, alright, we'll do it. You will? In that case, I'll use your light as I walk. Just lead me to the place where you think the treasure chest is buried. I'll even split the treasure with you. Probably. I'm counting on you now. Right. So, what we basically have to do here is Z-target on the Dampe here, and he'll follow us slowly but surely. And yes, I mean as slowly as possible. And there are 6 places here in this little room. Yes, I think there's friggin' treasure there, blah, blah. Yes, dig. Dig like your mother commands you. I'm sorry, I didn't know your mother. I'm sure she was a lovely woman. There are 6 spaces here, and we have to get Dampe to pretty much dig up all of them, if I remember right. There are 3 little flames, like the one he just dug up, and we have to get all of those. I don't know for sure if you have to undig. Undig. That is what I almost just said there. That's not a word, John. I'm not sure if you have to... Oh, God. And there's also friggin' claws falling the ceiling. Yes, there's something strange about the splot. Splot? My English is amazing! Don't even act like it's not, because you know it is. I am by far the best word magician ever. Alright, yeah. There we go. Kill him! Kill him dead! Again, with the Gilded Sword, those things fall down pretty easy. So we have to lead him to all these different spots. I'm gonna try and actually not lead him to the ones I know are empty. Because I don't think it's randomly generated. I'm pretty sure it's that one in the middle and then the 2 that you have to get on the platform to get. But I'm not gonna make you watch this slow poke fool waste everybody's time. So I'll see you guys momentarily. Well, that was harder than it should have been. Good God! So it is randomly generated after all. After we finally unearth all 3 of them, he runs away like a heathen. And we are left to fight the big boss Poe here. Which is actually a pretty easy fight, honestly. We just have to keep dodging his attacks and then shooting with the bow. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go hard on this one. I'm gonna go real hard and actually use my fire arrow to see if I can't take him out a little bit quicker. Because these things take like 5 or 6 hits and it's really annoying sitting there and dodging and then hitting and then dodging and then hitting. Which, again, going back to Sequelitis is something they touched on. I'm not gonna complain about it too much though, because it was fun for when it was. I will put it like that. There was a time where this was the funnest game that ever did fun. At least according to me. Which we all know I'm the final authority on all things fun. Of course, duh. Yay, and we finally got our freaking prize and can end the freaking episode, because that took way longer than it was supposed to. This episode actually ended up being kind of long. Which, I mean, we'll make up for it, because I think next episode is going to end up being kind of short, but still. It's freaking annoying, man. It's just really freaking annoying. Oh. Yeah, we got an empty bottle. That's, number 5? Yes, we only have 1 empty bottle left in the game. Excited that I is by that. Yeah. My English this round has been just flawless. Just absolutely flawless. Oh, hey. We're in the Gravekeeper's house. And he's under the bed. Shivering. Wonderful. I ain't saying nothing, and I don't know nothing. Yeah. You're useless, sir. Totally useless. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this episode. Today's daily question. I want to know what your favorite Zelda cover song is. And yes, you can leave links in the comments. In fact, I encourage it. YouTube will probably mark it as spam, but don't worry, I will approve all of them. I want to know what your favorite cover of a Zelda song is, so please link it to me, because I want to know. And as always, leave a comment, tell me what I did right, what I did wrong, subscribe if you want to see more, and please share with your friends, and I will see you guys next time in Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, where we head off into the creepy Ikana Canyon. God farn it.